Welcome back to the Sipping Sooner. Thank you for joining me again today, man. Today we finna get into Oklahoma UCF Preview. Man, yo, you already know what time it is. So, grab your drink. I got mine. And you already know. Let's get it. Man. Woo, Friday. It's damn near happy hour. Man, let's go. It starts and ends with John Rice Plumlee. Plumlee is was a wide receiver at one point at Ole Miss. And I guess, he wanted to go and do his quarterback thing over here at UCF. And old Gussie boy decided that he'd give him that shot. And it's worked out good, man. Plumlee got some wheels, man. The problem is, though, is that he hurt his knee a few weeks back. And we don't really know, what his status is going to be. We know he's playing, or at least that's what Gussie boy said. But I don't know, man. I mean, if he's not going to be able to be mobile, I think they better let Timmy Toy come in there and run the show. And when I say Timmy Toy, I'm talking about Timmy McClain, man. The backup quarterback who's also kind of mobile. Well, not kind of. He is mobile. Shit. Yeah, Plumlee is kind of like an Emory Jones situation as far as I look at it. If you can contain him, make him keep his ass in that pocket, we shouldn't have too much trouble out of UCF. Now, what I will say is that you got to also understand that UCF, they do have some weapons, man, that can hurt your ass if you get caught slipping. They got a couple of wide receivers, and they definitely, you got to really watch out for their running backs too, man. Their running backs are sneaky. They better than average, damn it. Believe that. I mean, they the number one rushing offense in the Big 12 for a reason. And it ain't all just quarterback. They'll hurt you, man. If they gas you, they will take that shit to the house, man. So you got to be, sound in your run fits. Let's go, man. Danny and the boys, let's go out here and make quick work of this, man. Let's make this easy. Let's get out early on these boys and put in work. Now, you also, when you're dealing with UCF, you have to make sure you pay attention to the misdirection plays and the trick plays. Gus ain't scared. He ain't scared, man, to run the trick play, man, and run some misdirection on your ass. Try to use your aggressiveness and your speed against you. So Daddy and them, they gonna have to. And he's, Gus ain't bad, man. I mean, he made his name on offense, so he didn't forget how to coach it. But we'll just have to see if Danny and them can key in on, a few of these plays, man, and don't get so caught up in all the window dressing and all that type of shit. If Timmy Toy does come in the game, because Plumlee can't go or whatever, you have to get on him early, bright and early. He's still a young player. You can rattle him. I'm sure that BV gonna confuse him and have him out there, doubting what he's seeing on the field, showing him one thing before the snap, showing him something completely different after the snap, bringing a couple of exotic blitzes, try to get home that way. But like I said, you got to be careful with both of these quarterbacks. If you you get caught slipping, they will bust your ass wide the fuck open. So, don't be out here, fucking up, man. So, Danny, the boys, we going to be counting on all that, man. So, let's see. What else about their offense? Their offensive line is pretty good. But, it's safe to say that OU's defensive line to be the best defensive line they've played yet. So we'll see, how that turns out for them. We do know that OU's defensive line, no matter what team, is going to get pressure. So we'll see how those quarterbacks handle that. If they take their eyes down, off the field and try to run for their life, or do they keep their eyes down the field and wait for somebody to come open as they scramble and buy time? We'll see. We'll have to see. From what I've seen, I don't think Timmy's going to be able to do it. He's a young player. I've seen him, in a couple other games. He, once that pressure got back there on his ass, he started running for his life. He out there looking like, Fred Astaire or Lamar Jackson, somebody out there dancing and wheeling and dealing, man. Especially when Baylor was on that ass. Plumlee, like I said, me personally, it's an Emory Jones thing, man. If you make him stay in the pocket, you just put those walls up on the outside of him. Make him stay in the pocket, and you should have a recipe for success right there with him. Other than that, man, as long as we play sound defense, man, I don't really see. Now, they going to make some plays. I'm telling you right now. So just get ready. I don't want to hear no bullshit. They going to make some plays. UCF, when healthy and clicking, they have one of the better offenses in the country. Not just in the Big 12, in the country, man. They've been an offensive juggernaut for a while. Going all the way back to Mackenzie Milton. Hell, even maybe before that, but I really started paying attention to them, with Mackenzie Milton and a couple of teams before that, but not really like just zeroing in on their ass. But yeah, just be prepared. They're gonna make some plays. We're gonna give up a couple of chunk plays. I can see that right now. Both of these quarterbacks, they're too athletic to keep down the entire damn game. Somebody's gonna make a play somewhere, But flipping over to the other side of the ball, our offense, shit. If they can't get it done, they should basically be able to do whatever the hell they want to do, man. Just go ahead and have their way with them, UCF's been run on, to the tune of 399 against Kansas, 400 yards basically. Kansas ain't no slouch though, man. So, because we know Neal and Highshaw, they can put it down now. For me, as far as I'm concerned, the best running back duo in the Big 12 is those two. So ain't no shame in that. Except for the 400 yards, I expect you to, definitely rush 200, 250, somewhere in that neighborhood. If we not in that neighborhood, man, I don't know what to tell you. Because even as I was watching them, they just straight up struggle to tackle as well. And you already know the OU players will tell you that Tyree Walker is, in fact, the hardest running back to tackle as far as OU running backs are concerned. So if Tyree, he should have his best game as a Sooner this Saturday. That's provided that his ass plays. Who knows what Jeffrey's gonna do? We're gonna get into Jeffrey here in a minute. as far as our wide receivers, we're picking up the slack for Andrew Anthony. I expect, Nick Anderson to go out there and put on the show, man. I really do. Anthony is fast and all of that, but I think with Nick, you get a little more physicality, a little more size, and Nick has enough speed to get deep. So I think UCF gonna have their hands full with him because you trying to tell me that man's gonna be on the field even more than he was? Man, that can only equal production. Come on now. So, and I expect Farouk to pick right up where he left off, after Texas, 130 in the Texas game. So I expect for him to continue doing what he's doing. And I definitely expect for Drake Stoops to tear their ass in half over the middle. They usually try to keep everything in front of them. They don't want to give up the deep ball. So that intermediate passing game is going to be there all day, wide the fuck open. So hopefully they can go ahead and take advantage of that, man. So yeah, running backs should have their best days. Wide receivers shouldn't have a whole lot of resistance. And on top of that, UCF, they be actually trying to play bump and run coverage too. They try to man up. So, and our receivers we know can be physical, especially with Nick out there now. We know Farouk can be, and we know Nick on the other side. That's two physical wide receivers. If they swat them fools hands down and get out in that route, man, it could be curtains early in this bitch. Yeah, no doubt, man. Just shut the curtains, man. This shit is over. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out, man. But let's see, offensive line. We assume that it's gonna be Caden Green in that guard spot. The question is what do they do with the right guard spot? Because you could have Schaefer come in there, or you could, with the right guard is Savion Byrd back? If he's back, then what do you do with him? Do you let Schaefer take the right guard, or do you shift Savion over to the right, let Caden stay on the left so he don't have to keep, mind fucking himself? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I see it. I see Roos, Caden Green, Rain, probably Savion Byrd, and then Guyton. I think that's your five you should roll with. And that's an athletic-ass five, man. That's probably the best five as well, just, on paper. We're not counting chemistry and I work good with this motherfucker next to me and none of that other stuff. So anyway, offensive line, I don't see having much of a problem. This is going to be one of the easier defensive lines that they've gone against. I really don't. We know that our tackles, they shouldn't give up anything in this game, for real. If there is a mistake on the line, it'll definitely come from the guards. Maybe Andrew Rain didn't fix his damn snapping hand or arm or whatever the fuck his problem was in the Texas game. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Tight ends. Who fucking knows, man? It seemed like everything we thought we knew was just completely reversed. We thought Austin Stockton would be like a big piece of this offense this year. That ain't been the case. We thought, Javonte Barnes and Gavin Sawchuk would be a big piece. Them fools sitting over there with the coach. So, I don't know. We'll see. That's all I can say, man. But, let's see. Anything else offensively? No. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty as far as it goes with Dillon. So, I know Dillon. I don't know if he's a vindictive type person or if he's on a revenge tour and all this other stuff. I do know that, you know, some people was talking a little shit about Dillon, man, when he left UCF, man. So, I mean, it's two ways you can handle it. He probably brushed it off like, oh, well, whatever. Or he about to take a big old shit on their ass, for real. So I don't know what it is, man. I guess we going to find out. But at the end of the day, he's going to want to play good against his former team either way it goes, however he's feeling. So, I mean, as long as he just plays within himself, take what they giving you, don't get too high, don't get too low, man, he should be able to get knee deep in their ass, man. I mean, shouldn't be a whole lot of resistance, man, So, I am interested to see if they're gonna run him as much as they did in the Texas game, though. They might have ran him in the Texas game out of necessity. I don't know. But we'll find out, if that's gonna be what it is going forward, or if that was just, for Texas. But me personally, I say you go ahead, man, and I mean, the man's in the Heisman race. Go ahead and just let him turn him loose, man. Just go on. Just open up everything for him. If he get his bell rung again, he get his bell rung. So, I mean, it'd be Jackson time then. I mean, me personally, being a realist, I don't really expect this team to win a national title. So, therefore, go ahead. Do whatever you can do. You know what I mean? Don't leave shit in the tank. A few of the people back when he was there, even after he left, they kept saying, oh, he can't win the big one. He can't win the big game. Well, that might be one thing that motivates him. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's something they're going to have to deal with come tomorrow morning. But as far as Jeffrey, don't you fucking do it. I know what you're thinking, Jeffrey. Jeffrey probably want to blow their asshole smooth off of their damn body. Jeffrey thought he was going to be the next coach at UCF. They hired Grumpy Gus instead of Jeffrey. Jeffrey took his talents down there with old Lane Train. Dillon stayed, but Dillon lobbied to have, Jeffrey as the head coach. They basically told him to shut the hell up and sit down and drink a tall glass and shut the hell up. And so, he decided he was going to transfer, But, at the end of the day, I think Jeffrey should be able to call this one good. Hell, if he can't call this one good, he ain't going to call any more good. But, I think the talks that me and Jeffrey had has helped him mature. Yeah. Oh, Jeffrey. But, as long as Dillon, plays within himself, don't get too hyped. Don't go out there and try to overdo it or nothing like that. I think he'll be fine. Jeffrey, call it good. No raggedy bastard. UCF, we know they can't stop the run. So if all else fails, hey, man, line it up and shove it down their motherfucking throat. Other than that, man, shit, I ain't got shit else. Man, once again, I want to thank all of you guys for all the continued support. Man, hey, shit. I'm blessed to be able to do this, man. It's just something I love to do. So, hey, man, let's just keep rocking, man. I'll keep trying to bring the thunder to y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll holler. Sipping sooner. I'm out of this bitch. Peace.